evening.
Business is about to pick up here at HOG's. When glory comes pride. Greatest show in pro wrestling, the main event. Ringmaster Midas Black, Blazing J Lion, your House of Glory Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And the question, the elephant in the room, is this their last night with those championships? Because it's title versus title.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a dream match in this building last December between these two teams, and that night, Matt and Jeff Hardy, they came out on top. Tonight, the stakes are so much higher. We've got the TNA tag team titles on the line. We've got the House of Glory tag team titles on the line. In one more battle between the greatest team of space and time at the greatest show in professional wrestling.
This is a different circus that we're seeing here tonight, because in their first bout, you could say at the main event were a bit distracted. They had CBK on their radar. They weren't necessarily on the same page, Jay and Midas. Tonight, however, they are in their finest forms as a tag team, as pro wrestling's big top.
Three-time HOG tag team champions. They work their asses off to get those belts back. And you gentlemen have been next to me over the last 6 or 7 months. They have not taken a back step. They have said no to absolutely no one. Every challenge that we put in front of them, we've lined them up, they've knocked them down. But tonight, the question is, Doc, have they bitten off more than they could chew?
Main event have been challenged over and over again at people asking, are they really capable of being one of the great tag teams in the world of wrestling? First it was against the Briscoes.
And now tonight, we answer that in the form of a sequel. Round 2, New York City. From Cameron, North Carolina to Jamaica, Queens, NYC.
And there they are, draped in gold.
Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys are here.
Not only the reigning TNA Tag Team Champions, but the brand new NXT Tag Team Champions, fresh off their win only, 72 hours ago over Dark State. Those titles are not on the line. The TNA Tag Team titles are. And I'll tell you what, boys, if those championships change hands tonight, that has some major implications for a pretty big match this weekend.
If they weren't already, the Hardy Boys are now the most decorated tag team in the history of pro wrestling. They have an extremely solid argument for being the greatest of all time. Can main event defeat the greatest of all time tonight?
They're looking to get that win back.
As I was saying before, main event, they were challenged by the Briscoes. They were challenged by Amazing Red and Brian XL. Are they worthy? Do they belong in that highest echelon? Tonight is the greatest test of them all.
It is pandemonium here in the NYC Arena.
Jason, Doc, I'll level with you. I got goosebumps. An unreal tag team collision. Pro wrestling equivalent of Fort Knox hanging in the balance.
A lot of gold in that ring right now. Title for title.
Get David Adams to tell you more about it.
And now, live on Triller TV Plus, from the NYC Arena, Jamaica, Queens, this is your co-main event of the evening, where it will be champions versus champions, titles versus titles, winners take all. Scheduled for one fall, when the bell sounds, the man in command, HOG senior official, Mr. Nick Chernoff. And now, the combatants who get set to make history. Introducing team number 1 to my left, they are your current reigning and defending House of Glory Tag Team Champions. Coming to us from the big top, they are the greatest show in professional wrestling, your ringmaster, Midas Black. Blazing J. Lion, they are the main event.
How ready do they look? My God. They're gonna need to be ready, Midas and Jay. Tag team royalty.
And now, their opponents to my right. Coming to us from the Hardy compound in Cameron, North Carolina. At a total combined weight of 451 pounds, they are the brand new NXT Tag Team Champions. And here tonight in Jamaica, Queens, stand before you the reigning, the defending TNA World Tag Team Champions, Matt, Jeff, the
The stage is set with Glory Comes Pride co-main event action. Tag team championships hanging in the balance.
Talk about a big fight field.
The highest stakes for any tag team match ever in House of Glory.
By far.
All the chips on the table. The TNA Tag Team Championships, the House of Glory Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
And don't forget, like I said before, a match that has major implications for what happens even in other promotions.
Yes, indeed. Main event may find themselves in Lowell, Massachusetts this coming Sunday.
Well, I was going to mention, the Hardys are due to defend those TNA Tag Team titles against the Dudley Boyz at Bound for Glory. They won those titles back in a 4-way ladder match in July at Slammiversary. And I mean, if we were going to list all the championships that Matt and Jeff have held in their career, we'd be here all night. Countless championships all over the world across multiple promotions. What a feather in the cap of Midas and Jay Lyon if they could get that win here tonight.
We saw the handshake to kick things off between these two teams. There's no shortage of respect between these two pairs.
I talked to Midas before the show, and you hear the bell, we are underway, and he has an infinite amount of respect for Matt and Jeff Hardy.
I think that respect is going to go out the window at some point in this match.
It just might.
The tensions are just too high.
With all that gold hanging in the balance, something's got to give, Doc. You may be onto something. Now here, Jeff Hardy, Blazing Jay Lyon starting things off.
Especially with a hothead like Blazing Jay Lyon in the match.
Yes, indeed. No doubt about it.
He's looking for a meal here tonight.
Chopped cheese might be on the menu.
It might be.
But Jeff Hardy now.
Lyon looks in tremendous shape. New features.
No argument here, Doc. Gotta believe this is the finest iteration of the main event we've seen to date.
It's going to have to be if they want that win over the Hardys. They have to be at their best.
No, at this point, beating the Hardys in today's day and age is like pitching the proverbial perfect game. No detail can be overlooked to take down a team like the Hardys.
Lyon and Jeff Hardy grappling to begin this contest.
Feeling out process here between the two of them.
The respect is mutual. They know that they can't give ground to the other. They can't afford mistakes, especially early on in the contest. Now Jeff Hardy hammering away at that arm.
And I think that was strategy on the part of Lyon, going for the headlock, initiating the technical wrestling that we don't see a lot from Jeff Hardy. But Hardy holding his own nonetheless.
Right, not often tested in that venue, but capable, no doubt. Lots of deletions. Guns up, elbows down. Jay Lyon in a world of hurt, and now bringing it around town is Matt Hardy. And they're focused on that arm. You know the acumen of Jay Lyon, utilizes that arm fairly frequently. The handspring kick comes to mind, among others.
Well, I mean, that's probably part of their strategy, I would imagine, going after that arm.
Trying to wear it out there, Matt Hardy, bringing it down over and over again on his shoulder.
Now, you'll notice the frequent tags so far now between Matt and Jeff.
Someone does that to your arm, it can go numb very quickly.
Part of perfect playbook construction, it's not just leveraging your own best options, it's taking away your opponent's best options. They're doing that right now. Once again, sinking in that armbar, Jay Lyon. What would normally be a feeling out process, because how surgical the Hardys are getting on this is now becoming a rapidly growing problem to Jay Lyon.
Jay Lyon frees himself with an arm drag there and tags out to the ring master, Midas Black.
Right into the arm drag. Jeff Hardy, very powerful opening stanza in this tag team championship bout from Jeff Hardy here.
Everything that main event went through with CBK for so many months.
But main event can't let their emotions get the best of them, as it looks like is happening here in the early goings of this match.
Oh, I'd say that drop kick was right on the button there by Midas. There's a tag back to Jay Lyon.
Jay Lyon playing that perimeter defense, able to take Jeff Hardy off his game, and now this may be the opening that Midas Black and Jay Lyon have been looking for. Now the lifter, the sweep. Double stomp finds home. Main event 101. Watch that Lion Salt. Jeff Hardy able to answer the count. Well, that's an old reliable combo in the book of the main event. Now Jay Lyon.
Syncopated tag team offense. As good as anyone you'll ever see from main event.
How quickly they shift phases, tempos, if you will. Grounding Jeff Hardy now. Jeff Hardy being forced to carry the weight of Jay Lyon. Jeff Hardy knows the danger he's in all too well. Going to elbow his way out of this predicament. Sits out into the jawbreaker, and Jeff Hardy's special.
Everything the Hardys do, so iconic.
Oh yeah, they've written the way we were talking about Amazing Red, the pages he's penned in professional wrestling's lexicon.
You talk about innovators. I mean, look, when you look around this arena here, you see all the little kids with their faces painted. I mean, these men have been an influence not only on other wrestlers, but a lot of fans as well.
No doubt. A lot of upcoming professional wrestlers wanted to join the tag team ranks because of the legacy that Jeff and Matt Hardy have created.
Big fans of tag team wrestling.
The Hardy Boys may have inspired more people to become wrestlers than anyone else.
It's hard to think of anybody that comes close.
He's looking to delete Jay Lyon right now.
And unfortunately, their fashion sense has also been extremely influential as the Hardys.
Down goes Midas.
Kickwear pants. Stinks it. Like that side effect, at least the clutch on. Jay Lyon. Hard back of his head, slow to rise.
Midas got knocked off that apron there momentarily, and so for the time being, we got a 2-on-1 affair here.
The Hardys already pulling out the heavy artillery, but they have a lot more.
But you wonder, you know,
in their arsenal.
Would it be wise for them to pace themselves?
And here comes
throwing knife!
Would it be smart of them to pace themselves, considering the challenge that lies ahead of them in these next 48 hours?
Well, you can't overlook anyone you're in the ring with. If the Hardys don't give it their all here, they may very well lose those TNA Tag Team Championships, the main event.
They could.
No, you're right. They may not have the luxury of pacing themselves. And now, walking the tightrope.
Just animalistic agility on the part of Jay Lyon.
Acai Lion Salt to the floor.
That is trademark main event. How many times have we seen Jay Lyon pull that off?
and every time, time stands still.
And it's effective every single time.
Midas Black pondering the perfect follow-up. Jay Lyon now.
Yeah, I don't know if the Hardys are going to have the luxury of getting back up on their feet after that moonsault. Lion salt.
Nearly leapt into the lighting truss above the ring.
Chin down for the count, 2 count only.
We've seen throughout the years the punishment that both of these teams are capable of both dishing out and withstanding.
Take another look at this lion salt here on the replay. Taking his time. It's a dangerous place to be, but I'll tell you what's more dangerous.
Lions going back up to the top turnbuckle.
Nobody home! The tumbleweed senton!
Almost a whisper in the wind there attempted by Jay Lyon.
Who has the answer for a maneuver like that?
Well, I mean, look, we talked about it a moment ago. You talk about influence. You don't think main event hasn't been influenced by the Hardys?
And now the tag.
Jeff Hardy gets that tag.
Jeff Hardy back into the contest. Jeff Hardy now, the clothesline, the back elbow, binding home. Inverted atomic drop. Uh-oh.
Downtown.
Call that unreliable. Now the drop kick to follow up. Well done, the ground flurry, the cover.
Jeff Hardy getting a little more aggressive.
Heavy on the shoulders. Now.
Nope.
Oh, neck breaker, switching it up. Jeff Hardy always innovating.
Always switching it up, but now.
The charismatic enigma.
Now playing brilliant perimeter defense. And here's how it's done. Whisper in the wind.
Will that be it? Oh, Lyon able to break up the cover there, saving his partner from getting pinned by Jeff Hardy.
Now, Matt Hardy calling it out.
DDT just spiked Lyon.
He absolutely planted Jay Lyon.
Lyon had the twist of fate scouted. Matt Hardy called the audible to brilliant success.
And now Midas at the mercy of the Hardys.
Crushed him in the corner.
Poetry in motion and the side effect.
Hey now, finds home with the splash. Jeff Hardy, cover. Midas the gumption, the fortitude to be able to kick out. That was a lot of heavy artillery in a row.
See that whisper in the wind taking down the tag team champions. They're in a bad way right now. Jay Lyon isn't even on the apron.
Hold on. Wait. Backslide.
Midas almost pulled one out from under Hardy right there. And
hold on. Small package. Small package.
Not sure whose shoulders were down there.
Now victory roll. Wheelbarrow into the prawn to Jeff Hardy.
2 count only. Back and forth between these two men. Jeff is going to wisely tag out to Matt.
Short right, quick tag.
Still no sign of Jay Lyon. Now he's finally back in.
Jeff Hardy caught the kick.
All 4 men in the ring now.
And the ankle lock now. Cinched in from Midas Black on Jeff Hardy. And now.
And a half crab from Jay Lyon.
Stereo submissions. Can you imagine if the Hardys tap out simultaneously? He's fighting through the pain.
Either fighting towards the ropes, fighting towards one another. Fighting! Oh!
And Midas goes ramming right into his own tag team partner.
Very smart, or perhaps just instinctual on the part of Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, we think of the many tussles he's had with Kurt Angle over the years. I've got to believe he's utilized that exact reversal.
But to roll Midas directly into Lyon to release the submission that Lyon had on Matt Hardy as well.
Faint checkers, it's chess. And now the hat rack crack sits out. Hold on now, Jay Lyon. Oh, another day ride.
With a circle.
Circle of life, but Hardy was able to get out of it. Did not take the full brunt.
Now the neck breaker finds home for Matt Hardy.
Violent neck breaker by Matt.
Super kick from Midas Black. And I gotta believe these two pairs of champions are running on fumes now in those gas tanks.
They have been going at full speed since the very beginning of this match.
Midas, oh wait a minute! That's what happened in their first match.
Almost happened again. Jay Lyon able to put the brakes on.
In that match, Midas accidentally dropped Lyon with a cutter, but this time he was able to avoid it.
Wait a minute, no twist of fate for Midas.
And now from Matt Hardy, Midas gets out. Hardy into Hardy.
Hold on. They're in the crosshairs.
Could this be it?
Grand finale!
That's it! Quick into the cover. Midas, main event! Oh my God!
At the last possible second.
Just infinitesimal space away from becoming the TNA Tag Team Champions. We're main event.
Midas is protesting to Nick Shin, but I mean, at the last possible second, Matt Hardy with presence of mind to get the shoulder up. This is how close we came. Take a look at how close we came to having new TNA Tag Team Champions. Oh my God.
Pondering the next move, and the big move.
When was-
Next one might be the big top drop.
When was the last time anyone kicked out of the grand finale? It's named for a reason.
No doubt about it. This may be their equivalent to the encore. Hold on, Matt Hardy.
That slips out.
Oh, Midas, that's spilling to the floor.
Oh, he took a hard fall. Lyon can't believe it.
Lyon all alone there with both Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, and then flattened by Matt Hardy. He's pulling.
Oh, Jeff's going up. Jeff Hardy, this is it. He's gonna take to the skies. How many championships has he won with this move?
Swanton bomb! Stuck it! Stuffed it! Thanks for coming! My God!
Unreal!
New York City, here are your winners. The TNA World Tag Team Champions. And new House of Glory Tag Team Champions. Matt, Jeff,
Long may they reign!
History has been made here at the NYC Arena, because for the first time since 2016, Matt and Jeff Hardy are House of Glory Tag Team Champions.
NXT, TNA, now House of Glory Wrestling Tag Team Champions, all in one team.
They've got all the gold. It was a hard-fought battle. You feel bad for Midas and Jay Lyon, but they gave it their all.
They pulled out their best maneuvers, all the stops, the grand finale, the throwing knife, the lion salt to the floor.
The highly coveted HOG, our HOG tag team titles have now been collected by the Hardys, and a great night for the Hardys on this road of collecting belts.
And it
For main event, this is an absolute nightmare, the worst night of their lives.
Absolute electric atmosphere here at the NYC Arena. This here, folks, these two, Matt and Jeff Hardy, this is the reason for the season. Brought out how many of our attending faithful.
Look how despondent, how devastated main event are right now.
They came for the Kings, and unfortunately on this night, they missed. They gave it all they had and then some. But Matt and Jeff Hardy, living legends, tag team royalty for a reason, and we just learned firsthand if we didn't already know. The era of the Hardys here in House of Glory Wrestling. We got a dream match in a sequel form tonight, but the dreams are just beginning here with our new tag team champions.
You gotta give it to Midas and Jay Lyon. For months, they proudly defended those HOG tag team titles. They have nothing to be ashamed of here. An incredible run. But there's a reason why we talked about the Hardys perhaps being the ghosts when it comes to tag team wrestling.
Midas and Lyon should attack them as soon as they turn around.
Haven't we seen enough of that tonight? It's happened twice already.
It's never enough. There's already too much hugging.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a lot of hugging, but it's a Hardy party here. And my God,